Thank you, Chris. You know who this is, Joba Chamberlain. What you don't know is we have an audience, Shelley Duncan and Chad Moeller, watching us, so we're going to try to behave here. Joba, as you get ready for your first Subway Series, what goes through your mind? Is there a little bit more excitement?
You understand they're a great team, and everything that they've done to this point, and we're all, maybe scuffing a little bit, but the fact of the matter is it's the Mets versus the Yankees, and it's a different level, so it's exciting to be a part of. And last year I was in the stands, so it's different to to be on the field this time.
Yeah, let's talk about that, because it's your first Subway Series as a player, but you did experience your first Yankee Stadium visit a year ago. What was it like? You came over from Trenton, got tickets in the stands. Tell me about it.
It was, I think we had a day, we had a day game, and then I'd never been here before, and we seen it was on ESPN and everything, so we got there. Shelly's being weird right now. We got here, and it was weird because I really didn't even watch the game, and just because you're caught up and the fans arguing back and forth, you don't realize how crazy it is, and then you see a Mets fan go crazy, and then a Yankees fan go crazy, and you're like, wow, this is really weird. And then the next thing you know, home runs hit, and then you realize the score is like 3-1, and things get even more crazy. So it was fun to be a part of in the stands, to kind of get that first feel, and it's going to be even special to be in the uniform this time.
Did anyone recognize you?
No, I don't think they did, which was good. So hopefully, I got to enjoy myself. And they threw I think a Trenton thing, and I just won or something like that, but nobody paid any attention, so it was great.
As you were soaking in that atmosphere, did any part of you say, hey, in a few months I'm going to be up here pitching from this mound?
I had no idea. To be where I was at, and I think it was midway through my stint in Trenton, and then to know, a few starts later, I was going to be moved to the bullpen and get ready to come to the big leagues. I would have never imagined it, and it was definitely fun. And I actually told the guy that, hopefully I get a chance to see him later in the year, and it actually happened.
Perspective's sometimes hard while you're going through something, but do you ever look back just a mere year from now, a year previous to now, you're in Trenton, no one knows you, now there's Joba Rules t-shirts, everyone talks about you, can't wait to see if you fist pump or not?
You know what, it's something that you don't realize it's happening until it's happening, and even though the off season I kind of tried to take it back and look, but it happened so fast that you really didn't understood what happened. But it's definitely a blessing, and it was a fun year, and it definitely went by really, really fast.
I think you'd agree that you like the stage. I mean, you like the bigger stage. So in these games, how much do you want to be on the mound against the Mets with all the eyes on you?
You want it to be close, just because, you put in a full 9 innings for the game and everything that goes along with it. So it's, it's definitely more, gratifying when you get in and to know that the team had done their job and you get a chance to help the team win. And, just the stage with, we have a lot of fans every day, but it's just a little bit different atmosphere when it's all New Yorkers going crazy.
Now, did you ever envision the microscope being on you so much? You say, hey, this is who I am when I show emotion and that sort of thing. Did you ever in your wildest dreams imagine it would become the storyline it has in some areas, particularly talk radio here?
You know what? It is what it is, and that's the way it's going to be. I'm not going to change. I got to where I'm at for a reason, and, it's the guys that, change that, they go about it a different way and they're not as successful. So I understand it's going to be talked about. That is who I am. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody, and like I've told everybody, I'm not going to change, and I don't look at you when I'm doing it, and that's who I am.
If we watched tapes of you when you were, a little kid, were you one of the more emotional little kids on the field?
Yeah, I mean, always. You can go back and look in college, and I was the same way. And, it's nothing that I'm, putting on as an act, because that's who I am as a person, that's who I am as a baseball player, and I come by it naturally. My father's the same way, he's excitable. So, people can look at it the way they want to. Not everybody's going to like me, I understand that, but I go about my business and wear it on my sleeve, and I give this game everything I got day in and day out.
Years and years from now, if you get a big strikeout and don't feel like fist pumping, will that kind of tell you that maybe your time in baseball is coming to an end? I mean, is emotion that important to you?
Yeah, it is. And like I tell everybody, whether it's 25 or 35 in the day, that that emotion and that feeling of coming to the ballpark is not fun anymore. It is the day that my cleats are done, and I understand that. And I think emotion plays a big part in all what we do. And the day that you look at your profession and say maybe it's not there, and there's a lot of reason that you do it, and that's the number one reason why you do it.
Last thing before I let you go, I know the team isn't where it wants to be yet, but how much fun are you having these days, Joba?
It's awesome, to be in this clubhouse with these guys and create the relationships that you do, not only as a baseball player but as an individual. It goes a lot further than just those 90 feet and the 60 feet 6 inches, and it's been fun. And it's a great clubhouse, and these guys coming together, it's going to make for a great season.
And Harlan's still doing well. We need a Harlan update.
Yeah, he's doing great. He'll be in Minnesota, so people will see him, and then he's going to make one more trip back to the city. So he's looking forward to it.
Thank you for your time, Joba.
Yep.
Back to you, Chris.